Hey Brilliant Bees, it's Mrs. Nestler and I'm back with a new story. This story is called Alice the Fairy and the author and the illustrator are David Shannon. This book has been in our family for a very long time. In fact, my daughter, who is now 17, Chloe, this was her all-time favorite book when she was in kindergarten, first grade, and even second grade. She would check it out from the school library probably every other week. And so eventually we found our own copy and it's just been a family favorite ever since then. What I like about this book is that Alice is very optimistic. Can you say that with me? Optimistic. It's a big word. It means she doesn't give up. It means she believes that she's going to be able to do it and that whatever she thinks can happen, she'll get there eventually. All right, so let's follow along with Alice the Fairy. My name is Alice. I'm a fairy. I'm not a permanent fairy. I'm a temporary fairy. You have to pass a lot of tests to be a permanent fairy. I have wings so I can fly. I can't fly very high yet, but I can fly really fast. This is my magic wand. This is my blanket. Fairies use magic wands to change frogs into princes and things like that. I changed my dad into a horse. Do you ever do that at home? We do at our house. One time, my mom made cookies for my dad, so I turned them into mine. I felt bad about the cookies, so I thought I'd whip up a new outfit for my dad. Did I tell you he's the Duke of Morningside Drive? Well, he is. So she was wanting to make him purplish pinkish shoes, her favorite color. And she wanted to make him golden sparkly pants and a plaid velvety shirt. But clothes were too hard, so I made him a crown instead. With my magic wand, I can make leaves fall from trees. And I can draw pictures on the water. Sometimes I use my wand to disappear. But that's kind of scary. I'd rather use my blanket instead. Of course, I also have a magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Well, what do you know? It's me, Alice. Thank you, mirror. Fairy dust is very useful. I use it to turn my oatmeal into cake. Casting spells is another important part of being a fairy. Watch me make my dog float on the ceiling. Hocus pocus, crocodocus. Did it work? Hawkin', talkin', riggin', flockin'. Did it work? No. Doggin', floggin', biddle, noggin. No. Okay, that one needs a little work. But a fairy must be very careful with their magic. Once I accidentally turned my white dress into a red one. That made the Duchess so mad she locked me in the tower forever. I got away though. A fairy's life is filled with danger. Broccoli is often poisoned. Poisoned by the wicked Duchess and should never be eaten. Fairies also hate baths. I'd like to turn my bath water into strawberry jello. That would be fun, but I don't know how yet. You have to be a permanent fairy in order to do fairy tricks like that. They go to advanced fairy school to learn how. I'm supposed to learn how to make clothes get up off the floor and dance around and line up in the closet. I'm not very good at it though. I'll probably be a temporary fairy forever. So see what I mean? Alice was optimistic. She had a hard time casting the spell to get her dog to go up onto the ceiling. She wanted to make clothes for her dad, but the spell just didn't work properly. But did she give up? No. She knew she might be a temporary fairy for a while, but she knew her goal was to be an advanced fairy so she could do all of those amazing spells, and she just doesn't give up. So that's what I want us to be. I want us not necessarily to be temporary or permanent fairies, but I want us to be optimistic. We think of things that we want to get done and we work really hard and we accomplish them. Do you think you can do that, bees? I'm pretty sure you can. So even if some of our work is tricky, don't give up. You might be able to take a little break, but come back to it because we always want our brains growing. All right, I'll see you soon, brilliant bees. Love you. Bye, guys.